Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear Dhamma friends, and today we practice meditation, and I heard this trash can moving, the sound. Just I think that sometimes you have to be very careful with your life. Don't be a trash can. What does that mean? And sometimes people, they collect all the garbage to their life. The whatever happened in the past, oh, he did like this way, she did like this way, no, 10 years ago he was like this, she was like this, and every day collecting something wrong about somebody. This is become very dangerous cancer for your life. It become very bad attitude. And wherever you go, your nature start to collect something bad about somebody or something. Even if you go to party, you start to see something bad or negative things. And if you go picnic or outside, you always experience something wrong or bad. Actually, there is nothing wrong or bad, but the way you train to accumulate information is make you like that. So try to be trained as a good person with the good mental view. Don't be a trash can for yourself. Don't put the garbage to your body, your mind. So how you can be like that? So whatever happened wrong things, let go it. How you can let go? When you practice meditation and you observe inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation happening and you go deeper and focus what is happening here. Inhalations come, exhalations go, and you see this and you go deeper and you will see what is, everything is changing. The breath is the most important and most subtle thing in our life. And that also changes moment by moment. It is in a journey. Then how about other whole organs? Because that are the whole body to follow the breathing. So if the breathing is always changing, what you need to understand, this body is always changing. So our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind, these all 5 centers always are collecting the information. So the whatever you collect through your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, if you know it is possible to change, you're not going to hold it as a memory. If you hold it as a memory, it go to your system and stay like engram memory, we call habit. Once it become habit, you become a debtor to that. Anymore you have no freedom in your life. You become a prisoner. The technique here I want to teach you today, how to let go. It is just letting go is you cannot do it. if there is no understanding. You have to develop the logical mind. You have to develop your consciousness. And then once you start to see the change happening everywhere, from body, from this atom to entire universe, it's always changing. And whatever you accumulate through your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, it also always changes. Once you see that change, that it's very easily you let go it. Why? Because you know it's possible to change. How you know that? Because you observe it within you. And it becomes more clear. It's not because someone said it or somewhere you saw it or heard it. No, you experience it within you. That's why we practice this meditation technique, to understand that. Because without that understanding, you cannot practice. Even you practice, it's not going to give you any result. So then when you observe the breathing, what it teach you, everything is possible to change, always changing, impermanent. Once you see this dharma, you not holding to things. So then if someone did something wrong, or something you don't like, unhappy things, then you're not going to hold it. Why? You know it is possible to change. And then you're not going to get angry or get fight with that. And at the other end, when something good happens, when something nice, joyful things happen, you're not going to too attach to that also. If you too attach to your own comfort, your own pleasure, your own happiness, it is so dangerous. Why? Because if someone start to disturb that, you get so angry. You get so mad. You get so worried. So if you know that your own comfort or your own happiness or your own joy also possible to change, when it start to change or disturb, you are not going to be worried. Why? You know that time will pass. So this understanding develop your equanimity, serenity in your mind, tranquility state in your mind. So otherwise, we collecting, we are collectors, like a bank. We collect garbage, all the bad memories within us. Always we keep repeating again and again and again, and you will experience it in the future again and again and again. So don't be yourself a garbage, a trash can, or don't let anyone to make your life trash can. How? Sometimes people call and say, hey, you know, this happened this way, this, all the garbage they put into your life. Don't allow others to do that. This is your life. You have to protect it. You have to keep clean it. Don't others to throw all the dirty things to you. If someone start to tell something bad or wrong, stop and try to find a way to turn that current to the good, and tell us to talk something good and nice. So otherwise, even you listen, don't encourage him to or her to tell more things. And sometimes some other person tell, oh, this person likes it, yeah, that person like that, no, yes. You encourage. No, don't do that. Then your life become trash can, and the whole world become trash. This way it can happen if you not aware yourself. So try to understand this dharma. Today that I am going to teach you very important lesson. There was a day came to Buddha and asked, Atitang nanu sochanti napajappanti nagatang paccupannena yapenti tenavanno pasidati. And this deity asked from the Buddha, Venerable Sir, your followers very pleasant, look very happy. How your followers become like this? They eat only one time per day, and they don't have any kind of social association, like they always living in themselves alone. They don't have a family, and they live most of time in the jungle or forest or monastery. How they can be happy like this? Then the Buddha mentioned that atitang nanu sochanti nappa jappanti nagatang paccupannena yapenti tenavanno pasidati. Atitang nanu sochanti, that whatever happened in the past, they are not worried about it. Nappa jappanti nagatang, the whatever the happen in future, they not worry about it. And they don't think so about the future. Or they don't dreaming the future. Paccupannena yapenti, they always look the present moment. Tenavanno pasidati, that's why they like this. And this is very important for us. And sometimes you think, how this, without thinking past, you can live. There are three very important, powerful energies that take us to past. If you don't think about it again and again and again, you can cut down that energy, always try to drag you to the past. What are those? One is food. That's why this deity asked from Buddha, how they can be happy just eating one time. And most of time, see, people spend their time for food. The morning, maybe, when they wake up, lie down and start thinking what I going to eat for breakfast. And then they, once they eat the breakfast, sometimes they, if they planning go out, and maybe they make few calls and, and asking, oh, what we going to eat for lunch, and where are we going, like that they're thinking. They spend time and money for that. And then sometimes far away they travel to, find something good place to eat. And then the dinner time come, then they thinking about what to eat for dinner. And then when they going to sleep, then sometimes some people planning for tomorrow what they going to eat for breakfast. And their whole life, eating, sleeping, eating, sleeping. So, don't worry about too much for your food. The food is very important, of course. But don't try to spend more time thinking about it. Because that is very powerful energy. Disconnect from you from this present moment. And sometimes you planning take you to the future or the dream world. And see, sometimes people saying, oh, I had this, I ate this, oh, last time I ate this, see, they're talking about 10 years ago, oh, I had, I went to this, hotel and I ate this. They're collecting these memories. And it develop inside you what? The greed. You don't see that. You think it is joy. No, it develop your greed inside you. Now, so slowly try to disconnect this. When you eat, you enjoy. Nothing wrong with that. You find a good food, you eat it, you enjoy it. But I am here telling, once you ate it, don't go somewhere and start to talk about it. It doesn't matter good or bad. Sometimes, 10 years ago you went to wedding, and today they having a 10-year wedding anniversary, and when you go to that, and sometimes you think your wedding day that there was this kind of food. It was so nice. Still I remember that food. 10 years he was dragging to that way. And if sometimes you hate something, that also create anger. Time when you think about it again and again, it develops the anger inside. So then what you need to do, cut down. Don't talk about the food so much. Don't think about it. It helps you to tune to the present moment. Live with the present. You will that save lot of time if you become simple with the eating, and you save lot of energy if you become simple with the eating. Otherwise, too much energy, too much time, too much money, and you go bankruptcy. So today in the world, this, the current situation in the world with the business, the one reason is the greed. Each of us, ourselves, we develop the greed. And it start with the food. The food is very powerful thing. It can change the president. It can change all the powers. It can make the wars in the world. It can destroy the family. If sometimes if the wife cannot cook, nice food, maybe the family life, why? The husband more defend with the food. He need certain things to eat. He attached so much to the food. And then he don't care about the wife or the family or the children. He looking for food. And he destroy his family life. So sometimes, the people can change their religion for food, giving free food. And people go there and to eat. and they are surrender themselves and they give up their good knowledge even. And we know sometimes Saturday or Sunday people give free food to bring the people more community, develop, increase the people, their community. And people forget their everything, culture, the religion, dharma, or good things or anything. They go why? Because of the food. See, it's how powerful it is. And sometimes it change the president. It can change the power. That much powerful. And there is something else. It's so powerful. You don't see, it can take you to hell. I don't know that about the beyond the death health. What I am telling, the hell in this very lifetime, the pain inside, the physically. You eat, no limit, and then you physically get, problem. And you lying down and suffering, and maybe, diabetes, high blood pressure, and many kind of, disease, cancer. This can happen. It can happen somehow too, but this is one reason you invited for these things. Then once you get this kind of disease, your whole life become paralyzed. You get sick. Once your physical body get weak, whatever the decisions you take through your mind also get weak. That's what you have to be very careful. With the weak body, you cannot take strong decisions. It's the reality of the life. It is not, my dharma. That is real. It is the condition of the world. So then this food is very powerful things, can change your life. And if you change the behavior with the food, it can take you to wisdom, or it can take you to enlightenment. Also, it can take you to hell or the suffering, ignorance, greed, hatred. So be very careful. Be very simple with that. Don't allow your food to hijack your life and drag you to the suffering. So for that, the very simple thing what you need to do, enjoy food, eat good food, nothing wrong with that. But once you eat that things, don't remind it again and again yourself. Don't think about it again and don't talk about it. Just forget it and look something new. And don't try to dream so much. Don't spend time for that. Spend time for valuable things. When the time comes, eat, you can eat. So that is very important. And the brahmacharya, living without that sexual connection. So sometimes that this physical connection, people believe that this physical connection is very, very important. You have to have a partner. You have to have someone to your life. There's nothing wrong with that. If you believe so, it's going to work like that. But if you look very carefully, it's nothing to do with your partner or your wife or your husband. And maybe till they die, you will never understand them. And maybe till you die, they will never understand you also. It's just something. But it's okay. It is there's nothing to do with that. But the important thing we have to understand, Hear what I am going to tell you. It is a very powerful current that disconnect from you from this present moment. It can drag you to past, or it can drag you to the dream world for the future. If you have a partner, if you have a husband, wife, and it's nothing wrong. And but the thing is, most of time when people gathered and they talk about, that the sensual pleasure, and whatever, they keep thinking again and again what they experience in the past, or maybe they want to experience in the future. It disconnects from your present moment. That is what create inside you unbalance. So then what you need to do, if you have a partner, if you have a husband, if you have a wife, so it's okay, be with them when the necessary time and condition there. But don't think yourself, it make you sick. Don't again and again dream about it. It can disconnect you from the present and real situation, real life. That is why if you think again and again, it becomes so powerful current, and it can take you to somewhere not real. It can take you to more problems. If it is because that we more attached to our sensation, feelings, it is a more powerful and a strong current. Within one day you cannot unplug it. But what I am telling here, you may not heard these things, but you experience yourself. It's a so powerful current inside you, you holding and controlling. How long you going to control it? How long you think you have this strength? How these very old people and do very silly things, and how matured people and do silly things, like as example, very old grandfather, they rape their own daughters, and the president, and break all the rules, and he forget he is president, and he go and do something. And maybe the principal or the lecturer or the priest, or they do these things. Why? Because once you holding to, keep tight without understanding what this is, it becomes so powerful inside you. Don't try to hold or control it. Try to understand it. Holding and controlling is something else. Understanding is something else. Once you hold and control, it creates the pressure inside you, and it become like a tornado one day, destroy everything when the time comes. But when you understand it, it become a wind, like just flow in the surface level without making any current. So try to be like that. Don't hold, don't keep tight, and don't repeat inside you. And then you will see, and slowly, how it make you peaceful. So it is very important because this is art of living. Otherwise, your own life, even doesn't matter your situation, who you are, it make tied you there. And we cannot have this pleasure every day. With the time, with the situations, we have to move and change. So you have to train this to your life. If you wish for something good for your life, there is no any other way. Because this biochemical mechanism inside us, it will happen every day. It's not a personal thing. But once you understand, you can deal with this very easily. See, the train is, very big with a lot of iron. Well, it's for, 5 feet, for person. Small, very, skinny person. Controlling this, holding this, maintaining this. Why? Because he knows what this is and how it works. Otherwise, if he try to, hold it or control it, he will destroy everything. But the understanding help him to, take it in a right track. So try to understand. If you keep repeating, it becomes energy, current. And then one time it come and destroy. It doesn't matter who you are. So don't repeat and think about it again and again and again and again. If you want to think something good. Don't think trash. So the other thing is living in a jungle. These monks and living in a forest or the monastery and giving everything away. And they living in this kind of places. And how they can be happy? Because to be happy you have to have the big place, house, and lot of material there. That is what that is what bring the happiness. But if you look very carefully, it keep tied to you, this material world. Nothing wrong you have, good house. Actually, you have to have these things. But finally you have to look that around us. Even as example, you holding this body and maintaining this is me, like this. But once you die, think about this. This becomes just the body. How people call, bring the body, put here the body, take the body to there, take the body to cemetery, cremate the body. No, it's just a body. There is no name for that. That's the way people call. Oh, did you see the body? It's just the body. That is because this belongs to material world. So like this everything same like that. You stay here, you enjoy it, you maintain it. But what I am telling here, the technique is, don't repeat inside you. Oh, I had a nice house at that time. Oh, it was like this. Don't talk like that. Oh, I used to live there. It was a nice place. Don't talk about it. And don't make dreams too much. Oh, I want to live that area. I want to do this area. I want this kind of house like this way. Don't waste time too much. Why? Because it is so powerful tool that can disconnect from you the present situation. And you will never enjoy the place you live. and you will never experience the present situation. So don't think too much. Actually, if there is a necessary, the reasons to think and plan, you have to do that. But I am telling here, just for pleasure, don't talk about it. Just for fun, don't talk about these things. Don't attach to your own sensation and don't keep thinking about it. Because then it creates inside you greed. Once the greed arises, it not come alone. Don't think it come alone, no. It come with some other partners. What are those partners? One is anger, very powerful. Where there is the greed, anger is behind him. If there is no greed, there is no anger. If you look, you will see. So when there is anger, hatred come, the next partner, hey, I am here coming, you cannot go without me, you need me. Then the hatred come. When there is greed, anger, hatred. And these things can, shut down all your understanding, knowledge, wisdom. And then there is a big partner come. What? Ignorance. All the decisions you take with the greed, hatred and anger, take you to wrong way. And it make you more blind. It never give you peace. In this human history, if you look with the anger, based with the anger, greed, hatred, whoever took the decisions, look, your father, your mother, your grandfather, anybody took the decisions, never bring the peace to them, always took them to more suffering. There's nothing wrong with their past or anything, or it's nothing to do with the punishment, God punished them. No, their own attachment took them that way. Don't blame to God or don't blame to karma. God, if there is a God, He will be there. It's nothing to do with you. Let it be there, He Himself. Don't put, your pain to Him. I'm not the person to say there is a God or not, but I am telling you, try to think about you. When you have the greed, your boss, and he take the partner anger, and he take the partner hatred, and then the big partner come the ignorance. Once the ignorance, hatred, greed and the lust is there, and your life become jungle, and your life become full of trash. Your life become a garbage can. Who make it like that? Ourselves. Who can rescue this life from that situation? Ourselves. So you have your own responsibility to escape from it. So otherwise, you will experience this yourself. So think about this. And what I told, don't remind yourself about the food, and don't remind yourself your personal contacts like sensual pleasures. Mainly I talk about the sex. So then other thing is the environment you live, the place. These are very powerful tools that disconnect from you the person, and it create lust inside you. When the lust becomes so powerful, it take hold to the anger. When the anger comes and the next partner comes, the hatred. When the ignorance becomes so powerful, so then itself going to be so disturbed and painful. So think about and work for this. What you can do. Don't think again and again and again. Think something good and replace something good, and think what you did something good in your past, and don't be a junk or trash can yourself. Bless you.